Well, I'm going to separate it out into two different categories. One of them is a technology challenge that was sort of unseen when we started moving into these consolidated data centers and implementing private clouds. One of the things that we've seen is the idea of a cloud infrastructure as a natural byproduct of a virtualized consolidated data center. That all makes sense. The problem is a lot of agencies have now found themselves into vendor lock-in. And the idea, I think that Frank was mentioning before about making this cloud or consolidated data center virtualized, but also portable, so you don't get into vendor lock-in. The idea of having the ability to move between cloud providers, whether it's a private cloud internally or maybe in the case of moving to DISA for a DoD customer, but that idea of portability and the idea of being able to have multiple cloud providers, whether they're public or private, that's a big challenge, because without portability, you get vendor lock-in, you tend to get bureaucracy, and the bureaucracy serves itself. So that's a big sort of technical issue that folks are struggling with now. The second is financial. Just as big as social and psychological, the budget issues are enormous. The procurement methodology for buying things is not the same as buying services. And really what we're moving towards is an IT as a service model, platform as a service, something as a service. So the idea of buying using outdated procurement methodologies is really hampering a lot of forward thinking. And finally, the ability to repurpose budget that is recovered. I've never known a cost recovery model that gives the money back to the people who recovered the cost. Yeah. And the problem is it all goes back to the house. And if that's the case, there's a natural disincentive to change. And until we get the ability to recover budget as well as recolor money, the cost recovery is going to be either disincented or it's going to be hidden.
Yeah, that's a very